Criteria for me, I mean, what do you guys think the criteria is? What do you think makes a great mob? I talked about in my last video earlier this week how I think that a lot of the best classes have those passive skills, summons, tracking skills, kind of touch damage or like surrounding attacks, um, combination multiple of them, and it kind of shows in the data, right? Where like some of obviously mages have a ton of summons or place down skills or tracking skills that obviously makes them kill a lot of things. But the main thing is, uh, what kind of toolkit do you have where you're, how many things can you kill, mobs can you kill without actually having them attacking them, having them be in your vicinity, right? So that's kind of it. Is there anything else you guys think is important? Because at the end of the day, this is not just my criteria; it's for everyone. So I'd love to hear you guys' opinion. What do you think is important? I know like mobility is important, like arrows dash or range of attacks is important as well. Who can hit the boss first? I mean, who can hit the mob first? I think is very important. If you have skills that are, you can attack and move, like I mentioned, wind archers with their Song of Heaven. I think it matters, right? So, um, I think I kind of want to start with the. Did Sephi say you use Song of Heaven? Yeah, I assume the class. I made the assumption that all classes are one shotting. That's kind of the assumption I made. Obviously, there's some exceptions, but I think most of the people here are one shotting, you know, almost 100% of their skills at this point. Uh, I think he uses Song of Heaven. I know the Wind Archer in my promo before used Song of Heaven. Um, but because of the trifling winds procs. So let's start with that. Let's start with archers. So I think archers in the polls, people loved wind archers, right? People have wind archers above bowmasters, um, and we got six of them. Okay, so let's go. Let's just go right off the top. Let's just go wind archers, right? Do you guys think they're S tier, A tier, B tier? Where do you think you got them? A lot of people like them, and I mean the results speak to themselves. They were almost 13,000 kills. 13,000 kills. I personally think that I have a wind archer um, that I train with, and I think they are. I really like them. I think they could be S tier, but I'm gonna put them A tier now. I'm gonna put them A tier now. Um, Maybe low S tier, 13K. Yeah. So if we did this test on a big map like M Tower, the results would be different. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, that's the thing. You just gotta take it with a grain of salt, right? It's only AF 700, right? It's only AF 700. Um, can't wait for people to send screenshots and be like best class tier ranking out of context. Mirror. uh, Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, I think they're good. I don't think they're. I think I only put them A tier because I think bowmasters are a tier above. Could they both be S tier? Definitely. I really like Wind Archers ever since Cygnus Knights Remastered 2. They got kind of everything, um, but they just don't have like those summons. Like their summon of their knights, their Cygnus Knights. If correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just walk right off the edge. Like they can just walk right off the edge and GG. Or like your Tempest, not your Tempest, your well, not your Hurricane, whatever it's called, can go right off the edge. Or the one that sucks all the mobs in can go right off the edge. It's kind of weird. So like it's kind of a little bit of RNG, but I really like the class, especially because Song of Heaven. If you use it, you can attack and move. Trifling Wings wins with it. Obviously tracks mobs on its own. Um, S tier. Hello, SO75 farming list. What's up, Jem? Uh, no, no, I'm pretty sure Ferris, yeah. And then let's go Bowmaster. Where's Bowmaster? I put Bowmaster as S tier. I don't know if you guys saw that Moonbeam video back in the day, F170. They were smashing everybody. Kills per is 13,000. Bowmasters are monster mobbers. Just I don't think people realize that. I think they are insane mobbers. They have so many skills that can track. They have place down skills with arrow platter. They got a lot in their toolkit. Um, it's actually surprising that Wind Archer is actually a little bit closer. That Bowmaster actually wasn't higher. I thought they'd be in the kind of the 14. I thought they'd compete with Kana here, to be honest. But I was talking like Splash Attack said um, when he was saying that it's their V3s and V4s are bossing attacks. So like they were good with V1 and V2, but now with V3 and V4, other classes have caught up. And yeah, map size does matter, but that's why I like solo. That's why solo I feel like is yeah. I mean, AF700 is still a pretty decently large map. Um, let's go with Pathfinder next. Oh, Marksman, sneaky. Shout out to Slane over here. 10.5k kills. I have no idea, but when I train on my Marksman, I feel like the attack range is one of the things that really sticks out for them. Is that they can hit from insanely far. So maybe in like solo content, like that's the thing. Like I bet in solo content they're really good because their piece piercing shot, I think is what it's called, hits from really far, like it triggers from far, and it has a long horizontal range. But I'm not too sure how applicable that is in permas, which I think is an important kind of distinction. Where in permas they may not be attacking things at all. So I'm curious um, if there's any marksmen out there, would have them in the B tier. I'm gonna put them in the C tier because I just don't think archers above the top two are very good in general, and I don't think marksmen are meant to be good mobbers, but because they don't really have summon skills or place down skills or tracking skills, they're just from my understand anyways is that they have to attack from range and they have to attack anything that's in front of them. They don't even have like I think they have one like front and back attack, but yeah, it's not really. It's hard to say that it's better than some of these other classes, right? Pathfinder's interesting. 9.2k. Are they that bad? Ben Wong. That's some archer. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pathfinders. Not surprised that they're not very good. Um, I kind of want to put them in the D tier, but I just feel like outside of Tempest, they don't really have much, right? Mobbing. They have the bird summon. Yeah, the bird summon's okay. The bird summon's okay. I feel like it's slow to trigger, and then their tornado tempest is on a 1 minute cooldown, so it's good for bossing. But it's not like monsoon. It's not like why do I keep saying monsoon? Freaking. Uh, Cam, help me with this. What is that? The skill, the tornado skill for wind archers, but that's like on a 30-second cooldown. So it's much wind archers is much better for pathfinders, but pathfinders are better bosses. How howling wind, yeah, yeah, that one. Thank you. Howling gale, yep. Someone, yep. Howling gale, yep, that's the one. Wild hunters, dang, Sephi again. I thought wild hunters would have been better, and I was looking at Sephi's skill wheel. He didn't use his he was using all his jaguar skills. He wasn't using his main attack that you can walk and move while you're riding on the Jaguar. So I wonder if that makes a difference because like the Jaguar is faster a little bit, but I mean, I don't know if Sephi is trying to trying to get buffs to his mobbing, his Wild Hunter's mobbing or not. But 9,000 kills in solo. I mean, that's detail. That's bottom tier. I can't be putting them on Pathfinders, right? Primo, what is Wild Hunters? I mean, are they better than that? What do you think? Because I feel like they must be pretty good. They have like two place down skills. They got pretty good Jaguar skills. They can attack on the move when they're on their riding their Jaguar. Is it like that bad? But according to this, I mean, I thought they would be at least like C, B tier because they have kind of they can set it and forget it skills that are up 100% of the time. Oh, they're stuck at the bottom most of the time. Interesting. Oh, I see. It's probably for like node farming and stuff, or like picking up mesos and things. So that's the thing, right? Like we can't really just looking at the tiers list. It's hard. Doing solo content again doesn't really tell the whole story. There's a lot of factors in it. So I feel like Wild Hunter is a little bit better. I feel like if he min max for solo content, which he probably didn't do, this number would be higher. So I'm gonna put them at C tier, and that's just going based off of my judgment and just not looking at the data and just not looking at the numbers. Because like if I was just looking at the numbers, right, like Evans would be the worst class, mobbing class, and we all can say that's not the case, right? So um, take it with a grain of salt. Take the data with a grain of salt. And the Mercedes. All right, I'm pretty sure Mercedes are terrible in mobbing. I'm pretty sure they've always been terrible. I'm actually gonna call. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not great. Unfortunately, they are just straight. Um, just a interesting class that don't really mobbing's not really a toolkit. So not much to say there. Archers. No surprise for me, anyways, that there's a mixed bag. Two kind of at their own in their own class. Arguably, these both could be S tier, to be honest. Um, and then kind of the four at the bottom. No surprise there. Yeah, Mercedes. You mean Primo, or you talk about Wild Hunters? But yeah, Archers. I mean, starting off, it's Mercedes. Really? Hmm. Because of mobility wise, because of their mobility. I need someone to talk me into it because I don't know any Mercedes. I know there was actually their King of Flying. Hmm. Yeah, I need to see more. I need to see more. There's no data, and I've never heard from anyone saying that Mercedes are that good um, in their permas kill wise. Yeah, they have chain skills. I get that they have chain skills, but I don't know how impactful chain skills are because you have to find mobs. You know what I mean? You have to chain it with something, and you have to target something in front of you. So it's a little awkward. Maybe in solo content they may be decent, but they kind of the meta right now is just again passive kills. And if you have to like who's killing it fastest, who's triggering faster attacks and things like that. Is the same thing for Ho Young last time? Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, wait, let me see. Uh, don't worry, Ho Young, we'll get there. All right, but that's the Archers. We'll call it a day. I'll leave it at that. Someone can convince me otherwise. Mercedes, Wild Hunters deserve to be placed higher, Marksman, but that's where I'm at.